aboutthatonline.com.
Aboutthatonline.com. On Hood. No squares allowed. Living as 1 hour slogans on Hood. That life, high energy. On Hood. About That Online, presented by Fonzie Neutron, is a UK-based platform specializing in hip-hop culture. AboutThatOnline.com. Out of the UK, y'all tap in with it. Hip-hop culture on Hood. AboutThatOnline.com. BOUTTHATONLINE.com. On Hood. Tap in with it.
Yeah, that boy could tell, man. What you say, man? It's your boy Fonzie Neutron, representing for AboutThatOnline.com. Joined with the homie Los Angeles. What's good with you, fam?
Oh man, another day, another dollar. A lot of drama in the world.
Yeah, so much drama, so much trouble in the world, and you know, it's definitely something that, unfortunately, especially in today's times, we often have to spend time discussing. But it's a part of society, and also it's a part of how we grow and stuff, exploring things that we can learn from. You know, one of the things that's become really heavy in the media this weekend, took the media by firestorm, is a would-be fallout of some form. I wouldn't say, you know, a fallout, but with Master P and his son Romeo Miller. Now, you know, we saw a post out in this room. We're seeing some stuff that was, people wasn't sure if it was direct, but now we've started to see some kind of direct responses and backwards and forwards. One with Master P saying this generation of kids need to stop blaming their parents for everything. How do they think they got where they are? And you know, responses from Romeo saying this is my last straw. Pop, stop trying to play the victim. I've been loyal for 30 plus years and so on. You know, and loads of different things have been laid out in this. Even, you know, talks about finances and stuff. Romeo alluding to not being paid for money, well, not being paid money for stuff over the years. Not to say that's what his issue is, but so much to unpack with this. I mean, what's your thoughts on this going on in the pop community?
As the world turns, you know, it's normal. You know what I'm saying? It's normal for a father and a son to bump heads every blue moon. You know what I mean? Only difference is that Master P and Romeo, their issue is magnetized. You know what I'm saying? For everybody to see. So it's hard for them to straighten it out. But you know, I don't feel like it's as serious as it seems to be. You know what I mean? It's just a father and a son bumping heads to agree to disagree or whatever. But you know, it could get messy. You know, especially as being on the internet. I feel like, you know, it should be spoken between them. You know what I'm saying? And kept within the family, you know, because other people get into it, it's gonna get messy, you know.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I think even when we look at it, it's like we're saying, you know, stuff like this, we don't necessarily want to spend fierce amounts of time exploring, but then at the same time being still journalists, we're sort of compelled in that aspect. Now, I know sometimes the bloggers and the media get a bad flat where people say, okay, they're gonna get on this story and they're gonna get on that story, but in today's times with just modern media and social media, it's like people are going to be blogging and stuff anyway. And then when you give them something to actually utilize, they're then going to utilize it more so because, as you said, it's sort of like adding fuel to the fire in one aspect.
I mean, they you know, Master P is not above being spoke about. You know what I'm saying? But at the same token, it's just, I think it's more of a shocker because of the fact that you don't really hear too much stuff about Master P, but him helping and, you know what I'm saying, putting people on and doing benefit concerts and giving out, you know, food and stuff like that for the homeless and stuff like that, you know, and giving out money to women who are ladies of the night or whatever you may call it. You know, it's just it's shocking to hear, but at the same time, it's not shocking to hear because it's a father and a son bumping heads. Romeo's a man now. You know, we've been following him for a long time. We don't got nothing but love for Master P and Romeo. They gonna get it together. They have to. They gonna have to get it together. What else they gonna do? You know what I mean? But at the same time, you know, you only get one father. It's people that wish they had their fathers around, you know what I mean? And he put him on, you know, he put Romeo on. Not saying I know all the ins and outs and the intricate details of everything, but I just feel like, you know, this your father. What would you be without your father? You know what I'm saying? If something happened to Master P today or tomorrow, Romeo would be shocked and devastated. So, you know, you better love people while they're here. You never know what may happen. You know what I'm saying? So love people while they're here.
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, we've had different people obviously chime in with different perspectives. There's people in the comments. Some people suggesting that they feel it could be some form of a publicity stunt for a show, but I don't believe that. I think,
Hell no.
you know, as real as both of these guys present themselves and stuff, it wouldn't be something like that. I think, as you said, it's a shame, you know, with things spilling out into the media in the type of form where it's not necessarily going to do a positive development for them, because, you know, they ultimately need to sit down and have that kind of, you know, powwow or consultation and stuff together. You know what I mean? I think it could be somewhat, I don't want to say positive, but it could bring up, I guess, some teaching in some aspects, because sometimes you might not be able to have a certain type of conversation until something brings it to the forefront, and then it allows you that opportunity or that moment to speak on things. But there's been a lot of different inferences and suggestions already with, you know, media bloggers and stuff running with different bits, and some people saying that it suggests that some of the stuff that Romeo was saying in the comments, which I'm sure people can find and stuff. We posted a few images on some of the social sites saying that, you know, when it comes to the money, they wasn't making as much money or as people may think, and you know, making different suggestions around finances and stuff, which has led to sort of a rebuttal from Master P, which, you know, says, I thought this was about DJ Twitch, but it seems to be all about money and stuff. And I watched other celebrities go through this. I'm not playing into this anymore. God knows the truth. I'm at peace. And, you know, it kind of speaks towards mental health towards the end. So, I mean, so some people are looking at it like it's a sense of maybe the younger generation being a bit entitled. How do you see it from like your generation?
Man, you know, we talk about black people, you know what I'm saying, at the same time, and being raised black and all that. You know, when you raise black, you know, 23 and 24 years old, you still getting a whipping somewhat. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. You know how many things I've been through as far as when it comes to family and how they do you wrong. You know, it's just evident for people to bump their head. They're normal people. They just got some paper. You know what I'm saying? They normal people. They go through normal personal things like everybody else does. But like I said, it's just magnetized. But I'm sure I don't look at it as a publicity stunt. Master P definitely don't want these people, millions of people all up in his house and his business, knowing what's going on. I felt like the fact that Romeo had Master P wasn't even directing nothing toward him for him to make that comment. So he must have been really feeling some type of way. You know what I'm saying? It's a shame that the fact of the guy who got killed, I mean, that committed suicide, that they have to use his narrative for, you know what I'm saying? It's a bad thing. You should let him rest in peace. But at the same time, a death can bring out, you know, some drama. And so it did, obviously, you know what I mean? But I think they're going to get it together. Hopefully.
Yeah, we just lost you slightly for a bit there, Floss. Could you pick up that last point again?
I was just saying, like, you know, at the end of the day, I think they're going to get it together. You know what I'm saying? It's messy when you air your public, you know, your dirty laundry out there for everybody to hear, you know, but at the same time, people are going to talk about it. If me and you was going through something, they'll talk about it. Everybody's going to talk about it. But the fact of it is that at the end of the day, you know how many times I have to swallow my pride and tuck my tail for my family, just for the form of respect. And I may be right, you know, on some shit. I may be right. But at the same time, you know, these people are, especially Master P, this is your father, and your father put you on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know too many other 12-year-olds that had a Benz, you know what I'm saying? Hella AMG kitted out in his own house and all that kind of stuff. It's cool when you rolling and you popping and you got all the money and all that type of stuff. But at the same time, it's hard to keep money. That's the same as well as make money. It's hard to keep money. So he knows that. Romeo's grown. I'm sure they're gonna air it and iron it out. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they do. You know what I mean? We love Master P and we love Romeo. We've been watching them for a long time. So of course, you know, we want them to get it together.
Hey man, we definitely reiterate that response, and you know, as I said before, I see them as a huge significant for the culture, as just iconic figures, and you know, role models in the regards that they can be for younger and older generations. You know, especially as a father and son and stuff like that. We know everything ain't perfect. You know, such is life. We do hope that whatever has kind of brought about this circumstance and situation can lead to some positive development and so for the future.
When you got that money and you in control and you're the forefather and the person that's in the lead of your family, you're going to be hated. You're going to be loved. They gonna hate you. They gonna love you, and then they gonna hate you again, and they gonna love you again. You know what I'm saying? So when you the breadwinner, you gonna go through it. Everybody gonna come to you. Everybody's accepting it. You know, everybody's cool until until you say no. Soon as you say no, that's a lot of times when the problem comes. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got to accept the person's no's like you accept their yeses, even if they are your parent. You know what I'm saying? Love people while they're here. You know what I mean? Love people while they're here, because ain't nobody promised tomorrow. So if I was Romeo, I'd just tuck that shit, you know, suck it up and that's my father and keep it 100. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think it's a love issue. You know, he did say in some of his posts that, you know, he always gonna have love and it's love there. I think he just maybe feel like it's the only place he can be vocal about some stuff is the suggestion to what's coming from some of his messages. But as you said, you know, I don't believe that love is diminished in any kind of aspect. We're gonna take a short break and then we're gonna be back right quick.
For sure.
Online.com, your one-stop shop for the hottest hip-hop entertainment. Bringing you the dopest no limit interviews, hip-hop legends, reviews, news, and more. So if you haven't already, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be updated on new drops.
Tony Draper, great friend, and definitely put us on the map. I mean, got to give props to that guy. Also, another marketing genius. I mean, really had a good sense about him and a good businessman. So he came to us and he's like, "Yeah, this is kind of what I have in mind." And we're like, "Okay." He's like, "Well, I want them in a convertible Lexus." And I was like, "Well, they don't make convertible Lexuses in the SC400 version." He's like, "Yeah." So I was thinking we could do one. It's like, all right, let's see what we can do. So 8Ball and MJG came to our apartment. We were working out of an apartment at that time, and they pulled into the back parking lot. And I went out with my camera, and they had a convertible Mustang. And I was like, well, convertible Mustang, convertible Lexus.
Yeah, then we have a little excerpt from an interview coming with Sean Brock from Pen and Pixel Graphics. Now, you know, those guys did a lot of great work back in the day for not only 8Ball and MJG, Suave House, Rap a Lot, No Limit, Cash Money, a lot of Southern legends and stuff like that. So, you know, even that's a huge part of just the musical legacy and stuff like that. And I think that's what's important when we think of even the aforementioned topic. Just when we think about hip hop and those that are leaving behind strong and significant legacies and cultures, we gotta look at No Limit and that whole kind of soldier culture, soldier vibe, and you know that's definitely gonna continue on and stuff. So. You know, let's hope these guys work things out soon and get things back on track. You know what I mean? I think that's the best that everybody could hope for.
Right. At least they not like Marvin Gaye and them, father. You know what I'm saying? I brought you in, I'll take you out. You know what I'm saying? At least they ain't on that. But at the same time, it can get messy being on the internet. You know what I'm saying? But we hope we hope for the best for them. See, like that. I hope for the best.
No doubt, man. So, I mean, otherwise, how's the weekend and stuff been rolling out there, man?
I didn't hear you. What you say?
Yeah, I said otherwise, how the weekend been rolling for you out there, man?
Right. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, man. But, you know, people going to clown and talk a whole bunch of crazy stuff about this, and they going to make it bigger than it really, really is. But, you know, Romeo, he should. I think that Romeo, since he initiated it first and put it out there, I think that he should be the one to mend it back. Anything that can be tore down can be built back again. You know what I mean? They definitely need to be in each other's lives. He made Romeo. He created Romeo at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure Romeo has done a lot of things for his father also. You know what I mean? So it's not just a Romeo's fault. I feel like that they both need to sit down and have a one-on-one and rap a taste about it. You know.
And what do you think about like the role of like the media and the bloggers and stuff? Do you think it's fair like the bloggers being blamed in a sense or getting a bad rap, or do you think it is accurate that sometimes bloggers can be doing too much?
Oh no. It could be. It definitely could be. It could be that issue right there. That's basically the add gas to the fire. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I feel like the bloggers could do too much. You know what I mean? And they can allow some things to go on that could be too much. You know, we're not gonna get all into it, but yeah, I feel like sometimes people can blow it up more than what it is because they looking for likes and streams and shit like that. But you know, this is a serious issue. Romeo's feeling a certain type of way, you know, and people want to know because you know Master P is out there. He's a public figure, but at the same time, he's private about his, you know, his family life. He'll expose some things and stuff like that. But you know, I see that Master P helped a lot of people. You know what I mean? That's what I do see from Master P, and you can only do so much, you know. So
Yeah, no, that's real. So, obviously, you guys let us know your thoughts in the comments. Keep them clean and respectful. Do remember, as we said, these are people's lives and stuff that you discuss it as well. At the same time, as you said, them being public figures and celebrities, it does open it for public discussion in a sense because people are looking to either learn or sometimes for different experiences that they may share or qualities in life regardless of what level people are at, we all go through the same or similar things as humans. So sometimes people can understand and say, you know what, I got a father, I got, a son that kind of way, or just different kind of shades and aspects. So in one degree, it's just an element that shows that we are human at the same time, but is equal and stuff like that. So we all got to help and encourage each other to do and be. Uh, so we're gonna wind this one down or short ad and then run the tune out.
what he need to do before we get off, what we need to do before we get off is Romeo, gravitate towards your father. My
Yeah,
father, most of
I
our
was.
fathers wasn't around. You know what I'm saying? Most of our fathers wasn't around. We didn't get to sit up and go back and forth with our fathers. Be happy that you even have a father around that puts you in a position. You know what I'm saying? And still willing to put you in a position. As you get older, you see what's going on. You know what I mean? But big up to Master P. I wish I had my father around. So, you know, be thankful.
No doubt, man. I mean, I was gonna chime you back in after that clip, but I think we can wind it
Oh,
down
my
with
bad.
that now. It's so good. You just messed up the continuity, but now we're all good. It's important what you said, and I think that was important. Especially when you're speaking from the heart. We don't come off on a script or anything like that. People ask us to chime in on some topics, and even some of this. We spoke about this earlier, and we was like, we wasn't sure whether we was going to because trying to be respectful of obviously the family and stuff, and just those kind of wishes. But then at the same token, as you said, we're still duty bound as journalists to be able to cover everything. Like nobody's above being spoken about, especially if it's healthy and positive discourse. You know what I mean? So we got a lot of fans that would definitely chime in, let us know your thoughts in the comments like that. We're gonna play a short excerpt from Young Bleed's upcoming interview, and this is Bleed trying to represent for BackTheOnline.com. Big Floss Mode. Yeah, yeah.
Kids. They went to school together before we was born. So later on, naturally in life, we didn't go to the same elementary school, went to the same middle school. And rumor, not really rumor. We started to try to formulate a rap group. No particular name. I think his name was DJ Ace or something at the time. He was inspired to be a DJ, and I still was on my rap travel. So it was rumored in that sense around the school for the public, but just from the horse's mouth, he was my DJ. but we never really did talent shows. We never made demo tapes. We never did nothing. It was just known around the school. I used to beatbox battle and pop lock and break dance type of things. You know what I mean? In the commons area at lunchtime.